I am Young Mo.
Hi everyone, I'm Ichosin.
I'm Idra Ang.
And I'm BDVR.
And I'm Jessica.
Well, we are from a group named Fantastic Start, and today we're going to have a discussion about artificial intelligence. So please pay attention to us. Hello audience, this is Yuya Moore, and we kind of have special guests with us today, and we'll be talking about artificial intelligence, which is now a hit topic. AI is now really popular thanks to advanced technology, and it's also known as the use of computers and machines to mimic the problems, problem solving and decision. Even though it has assisted in a lot of our lives, sometimes it's not always advantageous. So yeah, firstly we have our first guest, Ms. Nora, professional AI researcher.
Hello, thanks for having me here, and I do really appreciate it.
Of course. Now, going back to our topic, we have been questioning people's thirst for knowledge and curiosity. So, technology, as you know, has been a key in shaping human programs for centuries. Today, the combination of technology, data, and connectivity is turning the world on its head. For example, the smartphone that's next to you allows us to do whatever once was considered science fiction, right?
I know, right? Thanks to the advance in technology, human life have been becoming more convenient and accessible because of AI. AI can make everyday life more convenient and enjoyable, but really it can also harm the standard of living for many people by causing a mass unemployment as robots are substituted in people.
Yes, I love the fact that you mentioned AI, and well then, so do you think that artificial intelligence is good for our society? Like, are there any pros and cons about it?
Obviously, when it comes to something which assists humans' life easier, it is always considered beneficial. For example, these days, people mostly use AI to solve complex problems as it is quick and convenient for humans. Moreover, it can be extremely beneficial in the education sector. With artificial intelligence, it is possible to redesign and reform the whole education system and techniques of teaching. And overall, there are lots of advantages to it, and I believe that it is shaping society across nearly every industry. However, as I did some research, computers and others involve enormous costs in creating and setting up AI-based equipment. Additionally, the outrageous costs do not end there because a repair can cost thousands of dollars too.
That's a good point you started, and I strongly agree with the fact that it is sometimes like unaffordable and costs a fortune. And we have another guest, and let's welcome Miss Wendy, a robotics scientist.
Hi everyone, I'm Wendy, and thanks for inviting me, and it's such a pleasure to meet you here.
Yes, we have finished asking about some pros and cons to Miss Nora, and how do you think about her statement?
Well, just right to be honest, I have the same opinion with her that AI really costs a fortune, especially in repairing it. And as I have been working for 6 years, regarding the robots, I often face really complicated ways of fixing it. And sometimes it took me 6 months just to fix one part of robots, and it cost too much. But even though I consider that it is worth it, since it is really convenient for our life.
Well, I'm wondering what I might have completed in 6 months.
Well, you should try listing them.
Okay, anyways, as you have been a robotic science for like 6 years, you might be really stressed about the errors you usually have to prevent. And how do you usually prevent those errors?
Well, absolutely. Of course, I have time when I had to struggle alone, and I really miss those sleepless nights, by the way. And well, to start with, artificial intelligence like learns from data, and we have already witnessed how chatbots, criminal assessment systems, and face recognition system become raised these days because of the bias inherent. Moreover, no matter how large the training set is, it doesn't include all real life situations. For example, or a virus can prevent a car from noticing a pedestrian where a person would easily deal with the situation. Also, machines have to deal with problems like famous trolley dilemma. And like excessive testing is really necessary, but even then we can be 100% sure that the machine will work as planned. Plus, there is even an misunderstanding of AI is that people might think AI does not need humans, whereas in practice, in each AI-based system will relies on humans, and human-gathered data is needed to get insight into.
Oh, yes, exactly. That turned out to be true. And even though AI would play a huge role and assistance humans' life, it's not always as good as it looks. I assume that those artificial intelligence wouldn't even last if like scientists or humans did not create them. And thanks to those experts who made lives become easier. So, well, now we have finished both of our guests, and I want to call out another expert who is data scientist Miss Alora. Let's welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Alora, and many thanks to Miss Amber for having me here. And that's a very great opportunity to me.
Now, I have to say that thank you so much for coming to my talk show.
Of course.
So, well, now I see that the majority of people are having an ongoing debate about what a data scientist really does in AI. So, would you mind explaining your answers?
Well, I assume that there might be an argument about an AI engineer and a data scientist. So yeah, an artificial intelligence engineer help business build novel products that bring autonomy, while a data scientist build data product that foster profitable business decision makings. AI engineers and data scientists work together closely to create usable projects for clients.
Ooh, I see. So I believe that people would have know the difference between these two types of jobs according to your answer. So now, Miss Wendy, what do you really consider about Miss Alora's statement?
Well, to be honest, from my point of view, like data scientists do almost everything, right from starting at a server to presenting the insights to the board, such as like analyzing, identifying business problems I consider, and like many others.
That's a nice point. Well, at the moment, we have another guest who is machine learning engineer, Miss Alyssa. Welcome.
Hello, Miss Emma. Thanks for inviting me to your talk show.
Sure. Well, before starting to ask you a few questions, let me know how did you get an interest in machine learning?
Well, I would say I'm kind of extraordinary. Unlike my other family members, they hate math and physics. But I was surprisingly good at math, and I also found out that I'm passionate about finding practical applications for complex theories and equations. And I'll even get the chance to use algebra, linear, and statistics in my daily works.
Oh, really? I'm impressed by the fact that you would do all of them. If I were to do that, I would rather go grab a tiger's tail. I can never.
I don't think so. I believe you could do it. I believe in your supremacy, though.
Thank you. So anyhow, I'm just wondering about some benefit of AI and machine learning for companies in some industry.
Well, as you know, companies in almost every industry are discovering new opportunities through the connection between AI and machine learning. And the connection between artificial intelligence and machine learning offers powerful benefits for companies in almost every industry, with new possibilities emerging constantly. For example, there are better and faster in decision making. Usually, companies use machine learning to use AI to reduce human error, a combination that leads to better decisions based on better data.
Hmm. Eventually, I am accepting the fact that AI and machine learning really work together and are connected to each other. Now, as I finally finished discussing with four specialists, I am inclined to believe that the artificial intelligence will be replacing humans for now. It has been becoming more and more popular and making people's life easier and easier. But however, I also learned that we should not always rely on AI, and there are not only advantages but also some disadvantages we should avoid.
Yes, that is true.
I agree.
Same here.
It's on my list.
Well, this is all about our discussion on our talk show, and thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for paying attention. We'll see you next week.